We're going to go ahead and get started here. How's everyone doing? Yeah, are we excited for Executive Girmay Zahilay? Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Sam Cho. I have the honor of serving as the Commissioner of the Port of Seattle. But I'm not standing here today as a colleague or as the Port of Seattle Commissioner today. I'm actually just standing here today as a friend. So I want to start by saying what an incredible honor it is to be here and to celebrate my friend, my brother, Girmay Zahilay, our next King County Executive. Girmay and I first met at the very beginning of our political journeys. We were two young candidates with big dreams, knocking doors, showing up at community meetings, and trying to convince people that we belonged in rooms we had never been invited to before. Actually, now that I think about it, Girmay, where are you? Now that I think about it, Girmay, I knew Joyce longer than I knew you. There she is. Yeah. Going back to the days when Joyce and I actually had offices across from each other in Olympia when we were working in the state Senate. And you know what they say, behind every successful man is a powerful woman. So, sorry, I got to give Joyce her flowers too. What started out as friendly nods on the campaign trail quickly became late-night strategy talks, shared frustrations, shared victories, and over the years, a lifelong brotherhood. We bonded not just because we were on similar paths, but because we understood each other in ways that go deeper than titles or elections. We are both the children of immigrants, parents who made sacrifices. People who made sacrifices most people will never see, who worked tirelessly so that their children could chase that elusive American dream. We carry their hopes with us every day. We carry their stories in every room we enter. And I don't think either of us would be standing where we are today without that firm foundation. And that's why today is so meaningful. Because Girmay's election isn't just a political milestone. It's a story about the power of perseverance, of community, and of honoring those who came before us. Anyone who knows Girmay knows the kind of person he is. His character is his superpower. This is a man who leads with humility, who listens before he speaks, who shows up for people not because the cameras are on, but because that's who he is. And I can personally attest, the Girmay you see in public is the same Girmay you see in private. Whether it's standing on the stage or sitting on his deck over a bonfire, what you see is what you get. His character even shows up on the basketball court. He passes the ball. He's got a shot too. Girmay carries a calmness, a steadiness, and a sense of purpose that inspires everyone around him. He is thoughtful, compassionate, and principled. He is relentless in his dedication to justice, to equity, and to lifting up those whose voices are too often ignored. When Girmay says he's going to fight for you, he means it. And he backs it up every single day with his action. Seeing him elected as King County Executive, there's a part of me that's proud as a fellow public servant, but a bigger part of me that's proud simply as his friend. Because I know the journey it took to get here. I know the heart behind the work. And I know that our county is in good hands, steady hands, because they are his. Girmay, my brother, congratulations. This is a moment that's not just yours. It belongs to your family, to your community, and to every person who will look at you and see what is possible. I'm proud of you, and I'm grateful for you, and I cannot wait to see the next chapter you write for the great King County.
I'm from Speak with Purpose. My name is Una Smith, and I'm running for King County Executive. I live in Rainier Beach. I was with my neighbor Chloe coming from school. We stopped at my local grocery store, the Safeway on the south end of Rainier. An older man came up to us. He had a walker. When he came up, he was smiling, but I could see he wasn't really happy. I remember him introducing himself and telling us he was homeless. He also said he was in his early 60s. He asked Chloe if she could buy him a meal. He ordered chicken wings from the deli and started talking more about his personal life. He said that he had cancer in his left leg, but couldn't afford to have surgery. He was very grateful about getting the food and sounded like a very nice person. In the King County area, there are so many people like him who need food and shelter. When I become King County Executive, I will funnel more money into transitional housing, affordable housing, and mental health programs. I will create more programs for helping people like him who are sick and need health care, but can't afford it or don't have insurance. I will create programs where food is provided to people who need it. And I will also ensure that everyone has a place to live, be safe, warm, and dry, even if they aren't capable of working. Vote for me as your King County Executive. Thank you.
My name is Sam Peterson Spalding, and I am running for King County Executive. Did you know that Washington is ranked number 23rd in the nation for drug abuse? In my own life, I have had to watch my dad, uncle, and classmates all struggle with addiction. Nobody should have to struggle with this issue, especially not alone. My goal as King County Executive is to have more support for people struggling with depression and addiction, so you and those around you do not have to struggle alone. If you are concerned about someone who might be struggling with addiction, you can offer your support, educate yourself about addiction, and take care of yourself. You can text or call 988 for suicide and crisis support. In 2023, King County faced 1,338 fatal overdoses. We are losing brothers, sisters, pillars to our community. 9.6% of youth aged 12 to 17 have reported substance abuse in the past month in Washington. By coming together, we can build support groups, clinics, and personally, I would like to see more family counseling. So together, let's break down the stigma around addiction. My name is Sam Peterson Spalding, and I hope you vote me as your next King County Executive. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Cynthia Green. And I've lived in Seattle for a total of 80 years. 40 of those years in South Seattle. So I call Skyway in Rainier Beach my home. This moment right now, today, is such a special moment for me, and I know all of you as well, because to get an opportunity to see a South Side grown individual who I get to call my King County executive. Today, Girmay Zahilay steps into the office of King County executive, carrying something too often absent in the upper chambers of government, memory. A memory forged in the very neighborhoods whose struggles get too easily reduced to policy briefs and budget lines. He comes from Skyway in South Seattle, not as distant coordinates, but as lived reality. He has known the precarity thousands wake up to each morning, the rising rents, shrinking options, the feeling of being one bill from disaster. That is why, for him, affordability isn't an academic debate. It is a moral charge, a demand on our collective conscience. And he inherits a system with limited tools, yes, but also with deeper structural barriers shaped over decades that decided who was allowed to plant roots in the county and who was pushed to the margins. These legacies weren't accidents. They were designed. And now we have someone prepared to redesign them. All right. Under his leadership on the council, King County finally began taking deliberate steps to confront the long-standing disinvestment in communities like Skyway and White Center. We advanced anti-displacement work, invested real resources where there had been denied for decades, affirmed the importance of community-rooted home ownership, and began returning public land to public purpose. These actions did not solve everything, but they signaled a long overdue shift, a recognition that the communities most impacted must be centered in the solution. Leadership that begins with service, not status. Leadership rooted in perfect intentions, even when the world is far from perfect. And as sad as we are to lose him as our representative, I am grateful that he isn't going far. Now, the entire county will get the same attention, the same wisdom, the same steadfastness he brought to us. I have seen enough leaders to know the difference between those who perform empathy and those who practice it. Girmay practices it. He has practiced it every day. And so today, as he becomes our King County executive, I want to say this. Girmay, you stand for what so many of us wish we could stand for when standing is hardest. And now the whole county is about to be blessed by that courage, that clarity, that calling. As a woman of faith, my prayer to you is this. May you carry the responsibility the way you've carried our community, with humility, with courage, and with a heart wide enough to hold us all. The work ahead is great, but so too is the faith we place in you. Ahead are shadows that will demand clarity, courage, and a steady light. And we know because history has taught us that no single leader can outrun them alone. So step into your courage, Executive Zahilay, and trust that you do not enter this moment by yourself. We are here. Your elders, your neighbors, your kin, a gathered people, rooted and unafraid, holding the line with you as we walk towards the justice our communities deserves. Congratulations, King County Executive Zahilay.
Well, hello, hi, howdy, everyone. I'm Gloria Hatcher-Mays. I'm the Executive Director for Rainier Valley Food Bank, and I count as one of my friends our new executive. It's probably one of those friendships that's unfamiliar, unrecognizable, because we don't hang out. But when we need him, he shows up, and that's a true friend. So it got really hot in the summer a couple years ago, and who showed up with water for my staff but Girmay? We broke ground on our new facility in South Seattle, and who showed up? Girmay. And that's the kind of county executive that I think he's going to be. But I'm here today to talk a little bit about food insecurity and what we do as a food bank, and how I think that it's going to be transformational to have a leader like Girmay in office supporting the work that we are doing for community. So Rainier Valley Food Bank has hosted community for almost 30 years now. And we open our doors 3 times a week to allow folks to come in and shop for groceries for their families. Food banks don't look like a warehouse anymore. They really just look like grocery stores. And there's a reason for that. We want our hungry neighbors to know that they don't have to have a unique experience to be able to access the foodstuffs or the services that they need to be resilient and to thrive. So we have a grocery store that they shop in. It looks just like Safeway, only smaller. And we have an abundance of food items that they can choose from to take home to their families. And we try not to limit what those options are for them. We are the primary emergency food resource for Seattle's most racially, ethnically, and economically diverse neighborhood. As one of the city's busiest food banks, we are visited by more than 8,000 families and distribute 1.5 million pounds of food every year. But food banks are a lot more than food. So one of the things that we offer to people is access to other services that will make them successful in gaining traction in their lives and getting on a pathway toward resiliency. So we have partnerships with organizations like REACH to help people get into shelter and housing, with Lehigh to get people into tiny homes, transitional housing. We also offer services that are really unique, like we have a veterinarian come and offer pet services to folks, because that is oftentimes their best friend. And we want to make sure their best friend is healthy just as any other member of their household is healthy. We also feed people who don't have access to cooking facilities, so we distribute approximately 150 food bags to folks every single day, Monday through Friday. We offer services to 13 schools in Seattle Public Schools that surround our food bank, and we offer a backpack program for them, but we also pack bulk groceries so that when they go home over the weekend, we not only feed the children in the household, but we also feed the entire household, because we assume that if the child is hungry and on a free and reduced lunch, that more people in that household might need to be served. We offer a lot of connection to community. When you come to Rainier Valley Food Bank, we always have music playing. I always say that there's a heartbeat there that you tap into. And we want to make sure that people feel welcomed, respected, and supported, so that when they come to us, they are lifted up just for that moment in time and supported as they take their food home to their families. I want you to know that you can connect to food banking in your own communities, whether it's my food bank or any other. We always can be served by community. And during this recent transition time when SNAP benefits were cut off at the federal level, one of the things that happened is that suddenly we saw this floodgate open and people were doing food drives for us, they were raising money for us, they were showing up to volunteer with us, and that's why we are able to do the work that we do. It's because we are connected to community, and that's who Girmay is. He's the glue maker. He's the person who keeps us connected and focused forward on what's important. And at times that get desperate, like when they cut SNAP benefits off and we don't have any control over that, the difference making are the leaders who step into the fray and support us in being able to connect things up, get resources that we need, and keep food flowing to the people most in need. So I am here to congratulate my friend. I am here to let you know that I am in your corner and willing to support you in this work, that I am so thrilled that you and your family are going to thrive in this new role that you have as leader for King County. And I know that your leadership is going to permeate beyond King County's borders. So join me in congratulating Girmay Zahilay, and thank you so much for giving me this moment in time to share a little bit about food banking with you. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon, good morning, everyone. It is so wonderful to be here with you all in this amazing day of celebration. I think it's something that we have all been yearning for. Times have been very difficult, a lot of divisiveness. But I want to say that to see all of you here celebrating our executive-elect, which is great to say that, is such a great moment in time for all of us. I have the great honor to follow all those amazing speakers before me. I think we should give them all another round of applause. They were fantastic. And I do want to thank you all for taking time out of your very, very busy schedules, very busy week. Thanksgiving's just around the corner. But what a wonderful way to celebrate this moment in our county. I'm Angela Burney. I'm the mayor of Redmond, Washington. I think that all of you know King County is an extrememely diverse community. All far reaches. We have a mayor from Enumclaw here. We have council member from North Seattle. We stretch all the way to Snoqualmie Pass. This is such an amazing, diverse county, and all of us are in it together to support Girmay and the work that he's doing. Girmay and I met online during the pandemic after he became a council member, and I remember him taking the time out of his world to share with us his story, what he hoped to achieve on the King County Council, and how we can be good partners with each other on the work that we have forward. And I was really intrigued, in part because we're both biologists, so I thought that was kind of fun. But later on, I had the opportunity to get to know him a little bit better. He and I were able to do a leadership thing called Rodell, where we had an opportunity to get to know each other a little bit better and learn about how to govern well, learn how to bring all people together to work together. And I value that time that we had together. I think it was extremely impactful for both of us and the people we were with, but also I think it shows in how Girmay has been leading and how he will lead this county. We had kind of a funny conversation. I was asking him what's next for him, because obviously he's going to do something else after being a council member. And he said, well, I'm thinking of being an executive. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. He's like, it's kind of fun being an executive, isn't it? And I was like, yeah, it is kind of fun being an executive. It's hard, but it's a great job. But throughout his time running for office, being a council member, and then running for executive, he has kept in mind the bigger picture of the county. He's worked hard to pass the crisis care centers levy. He worked with everyone throughout the county to ensure that people have the services that they need, that no family, like these young kids were telling us, no family has to struggle with addiction in their lives, that there's a resource available. Girmay put his heart and soul into ensuring that passed, and is extremely impactful for all of our communities throughout the county. He also took care of his community. I remember early on in one of the levies talking about the need in Skyway to have a community center and to invest in that. And Skyway was not an area of the community I'd been to, but I hadn't spent a lot of time. But I think his perspective on ensuring that every person in our entire county has the resources, has the support, has a community center they can go to learn and grow and feel connected with everyone in King County. And that was because of you, executive-elect, that you took the time, you put the attention in where we had perhaps in the county failed to notice that there were people getting left behind. So thank you for doing that. It was early on. I could go on and on. I'm not that interesting of a speaker when we have our executive-elect coming up next. But I do want to say thank you to him, thank you to his team, thank you for the community that came out to support him. And I am so excited to look forward to where we're going in the next, however long you're in this, for all of us. Because I know Girmay, you're here for all of us. And I am so appreciative that you're willing to take this on and take care of us and be part of our community and be part of the entire county. Thank you for your leadership, and thank you for being here for all of us. Thank you, Girmay.
What's up? Here we are. Thank you so much. I can't believe we're here. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being part of this special day. Make some noise. Make some noise. After a year of campaigning across this vast and beautiful county, we're finally here. Every one of you was part of this campaign after thousands of phone calls, countless community meetings, and hundreds of thousands of votes. We're finally here on the big day. Everybody take a big breath and take it in. A few minutes from now, I will be ceremonially sworn in as your next King County executive. I want to begin by thanking two people who did more work than anyone to get me on this stage today, and that is my little baby Jazzy and the First Lady of King County, my wife Joyce. Stand up, honey, stand up. I love you. I invented a little nickname for her. If Michelle Obama is FLOTUS, she will be the Flock, First Lady of King County. So if you see her, it's okay to call her Flock. She totally loves that nickname. The energy in this room feels powerful, it feels joyful, it feels like a community that's ready for what comes next. And what comes next is not just about a new title, it's not about a new administration, it's all about all of us ushering in a new chapter. It's about the region that we love and the future that we want to build together. And standing here surrounded by family, friends, neighbors, leaders, and partners from every corner of King County, I feel so grateful and I feel so ready to get to work. Before I take the official oath, I want to share a few reflections and some gratitude. Long before we launched our campaign for executive, my life's journey is what brought me to this stage today. I grew up right here in this neighborhood that we're all in right now, New Holly, back when it was still called Holly Park. That's right. I see a lot of my New Holly friends in the building right now. When my family came to the U.S. as refugees, this neighborhood was one of the first communities that we settled down in. And my family members are actually here today. I want to acknowledge them. Family members, stop arguing and get some. I saw them argue. Stand up to my full family members, my mom-in-law, Frahiwat, my wife, Joyce, and making a special trip. He literally flew in from across the country. My younger brother, Sam, is in the building, too. Thank you, Bal, so much for being here. Thank you. We had a roof over our heads because of public housing from places like Seattle Housing Authority. We had health care and food benefits because of federal programs. And we were able to get to work and to the grocery store because of King County Metro. Shout out King County Metro if you have some people in the building. Thank you. Effective local governments gave us stability, education, and eventually enabled me to return to this same neighborhood that I grew up in, where I was raised, now before you as the next leader of our state's largest local government. My driving force is very simple. I believe local government can help people and change lives, and I want that possibility for every single person in King County. I know that goal is possible only through the collaboration of the people in this room. I want to thank the many elected officials who are here this morning. Please stand and be acknowledged, our elected partners. Please stand. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you all so much. Our mayors, our council members, our members of Congress, our school board directors, our state legislators, our port commissioners, our regional partners, thank you for taking the time to join us today. We are 2.3 million people spread across 39 cities and unincorporated areas. This is a vast place, and no single jurisdiction can solve our challenges alone. We have to do this together. I especially want to thank my colleagues on the King County Council for 6 years of partnership. King County Council colleagues, please stand. I see Councilmember Quinn, Councilmember Baron, Councilmember Dembowski is here. Councilmember Mosqueda is here. Councilmember McDermott, I see back there as well. Thank you all so much. Is Executive Braddock or Executive Constantine in the building? I don't know if you're here, but thank you for your service as well. And especially to the 18,000 public servants who make up King County government. I know many of you are in the building right now. Thank you for what you do every single day to keep this region strong. I cannot wait to work with you. To the members of my 100-person transition committee, thank you. To my transition team, the people who planned every detail of this event and kept our transition operations moving, thank you. Raise your hands to my transition team. Raise your hands. Thank you all so much for your work. Thank you. As we begin this new chapter, I want to speak directly to our community about where we are headed and the values that will guide us. Many of you have heard me talk about my 4 Bs for a better future. These are the 4 Bs that are my top priorities. They're not the only things that we will be focused on, but they are my top priorities. Number 1, the first B, breaking the cycle. We will work to break that cycle of homelessness, addiction, crime, and incarceration. We will bring better coordination, better treatment, and better pathways to stability. That is number 1. Break that cycle. Number 2, I want us to build for affordability. We must build the affordable housing, the childcare, the transit, the economic infrastructure for our growing region. We need to increase the supply to increase the affordability. Number 3, Better government. We have to keep making our government better. We will focus on results and accountability. We will measure success by outcomes. We will strive every single day to earn the trust of the people that we serve and improve our services, build the public's confidence in our government. That is better government. And number 4, this is an approach that's very, very important to me. Boots on the ground. This administration will show up in our neighborhoods. You will see us out in the community more than ever before. That means service projects. That means community cleanups. That means knocking on doors of low-income communities. That means activating public spaces through arts and culture. It means helping people connect to services directly. I want a county government that feels accessible and present and human and right there with boots on the ground with you in the work. To illustrate this priority, on my first full day as executive tomorrow, I'm launching a regional day of service focused on supporting food banks. I'm asking everyone across King County to have boots on the ground and participate. Right now, food banks around King County are experiencing record demand. People are hungry here. Grocery and food prices have skyrocketed. Families are struggling with rising costs, and support like SNAP, we've seen, is at risk of being decimated. So tomorrow, please donate to a local food bank. Please volunteer if you can. Visit kingcounty.gov/food-resources-map. That's kingcounty.gov/food-resource-map. You will find a map of your local food banks that are closest to you. Please make a contribution of whatever you can or show up to volunteer. I want you to look out for me because I'm going on a regional tour of the food banks around King County tomorrow, in East King County, in South King County, in Seattle, and North King County. This is what boots on the ground looks like, and it is the type of community-centered leadership you can expect from this administration. My friends, the challenges in front of us are big: affordability, safety, health, climate, transportation, economic opportunity. None of these issues stop at city borders. They affect all of us, and we all have to work together. That is why we must work together. So in addition to considering myself the CEO of King County government, I commit to you that I will be a regional convener. Government, community, labor, business, nonprofits, philanthropy, faith leaders, neighborhood organizations, families. We are a region deep with talent. This is such a special place that we live in. If we align those strengths, I believe there is no challenge that we cannot take on. In just one moment, I'm going to take the oath of office with Judge Richard Jones. Judge Jones, raise your hand. Let me just make a side note here that if you don't like me having power or influence, this is the guy that you need to talk to because he keeps doing it. He swore me into the Washington State Bar. He swore me into the King County Council. And today he's going to swear me in as your next King County executive. Thank you so much, Judge Jones. Thank you for your example of your service and integrity. It has guided so many of us. I'm grateful for your leadership. The oath of office to me is a commitment to serve with integrity, to follow the law, to listen before I lead, to center those most affected by our decisions, and to focus relentlessly on building a stronger, safer, more affordable, and more hopeful King County. I'm so humbled by this responsibility. I'm energized by what's possible. I'm honored to walk into this work with all of you by my side. And some quick information, just so you all know on the timeline today. King County election is going to certify the results of this election at 1:30 p.m. And then I will take the legal oath of office at the King County Council chambers. For those of you who haven't been to the King County Council chambers, it's kind of small, right? And so we wanted to do this community ceremonial celebration to make as much room as possible and also bring people to neighborhoods like New Holly, which need our attention and collaboration. This is a neighborhood that is affected by gun violence and economic opportunity and so much more, just like the neighborhoods that we have to focus on in Kent, in Renton, in Federal Way, and all across King County. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for believing in this region. Thank you for giving me the privilege of serving as your next King County executive. Thank you. Thank you so much. And now it's time for the moment we've all been waiting for. If there are any babies or youth in the audience, I invite you to come to the stage and take the oath of office with me. This is what we did in our 2019 swearing in as well at Franklin High School. So if there are any youth, I'll let you decide yourself if you're a youth. If you feel like you're a youth, come on up. Any youth or babies, Jazzy, come up here. Gabina, come up here. Come on up. You're going to take the oath of office with me. Come on up, Keiko. Good to see you. Come on up. You're all going to stand right here. Stand right here with me. Any other youth in the building, come on up. I know it's a school day, so I get it. Yes, come on up. I'll take her. Thank you so much. Judge Jones, you can be right over here. How you doing? Good to see you. Yes, bring them up. Right over here. Hi, baby. Okay.
You ready?
Well, I got to use my right hand, right?
I didn't.
Jazzy, we're going to do the oath of office, okay? You ready? All right.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are all of you ready? Yes. I, please state your full name.
I, Girmay Zahilay,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will faithfully
that I will faithfully
and impartially support the Constitution of the United States
and impartially support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of the State of Washington,
and the Constitution and laws of the State of Washington,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office
of
King County Executive
King County Executive
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my abilities.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah, my bad, Judge. I got you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.